No, Carol replied, even with her stomach growling as she peered over the heads of the milling crowd at Nebula, the busy restaurant where Jess had dragged her. The designers had escalated the space theme to a level of elegance that impressed even Carol, who tooled around space on the regular. But there were no space junk or abandoned alien ships found at Nebula. Above them, holograms of galaxies swirled on the ceiling, moving so slowly that unless you stared for a long time, the swath of stars and planets seemed only to glitter against the deep blue and purple background. I made the reservation under my name, but the hostess will give us a table if you pull the Captain Marvel card. She and Jess had been waiting for at least 20 minutes, and she was starting to daydream about the hot dog stand down the street she'd passed on the way. I'm not going to whip out my imaginary superhero badge to get us crab cakes faster, Jess, Carol said as her friend rolled her eyes. Crab cakes, Jess sighed. I hear they're so good. As you've been telling me for a week since you booked this. I am an attention-starved single mother, Jess declared. I need adult time that does not involve swinging off tall buildings saving the world, and does involve crab cakes. We can wait a few more minutes. Girl Scout, Jess replied, with absolutely no heat and all sparkle in her eyes. I've still got my badges, Carol smirked. Do you want a seltzer while we wait? Carol looked over at the bar, which had hand-blown glass planets suspended above it. I'm good. Despite the crowd, she did like the place's aesthetic. There were days she woke up during her leave on Earth and missed looking out her window at Alpha Flight Station into the vastness of open space. There was a loneliness to that view she missed. But the endless possibility of discovery and the imminent danger also grabbed her. It wasn't just a mere pull now. You could break that kind of tether. But the stars, they'd sunk into her very soul, and they wouldn't leave. She'd soared through them, one of the handful of people from her world to do so. No gear, no fear, no need. She was home. She was lucky. She was restless. Did you get a load of this guy? Jess muttered, not so subtly tilting her head to the side so that Carol's glance shifted to that direction. At the bar, sitting under the glass Jupiter, was a young blonde woman, her entire body stiff and tilted away from the man in a suit, who wasn't just not taking the hint, he was full-on blasting past blinking red sirens screaming, "Leave me alone." Just one drink, Carol heard him say. Come on. No, thank you, the girl said, her voice strained. Third time she's said that, Jess noted, throwing a disgusted look across the room. I'm meeting friends, she went on. I really don't want... But your friends aren't here yet, he interrupted, signaling for the bartender. The girl shifted in her seat as his hand settled between her shoulders. Carol could see it in her face, the quick mental calculation going through her mind. What's he going to do if I move his hand? Will he get angry? Is it worth risking that? Carol's mouth flattened. You're not going to get mad at me for people watching now, are you? Jess asked, misreading the look on her face. Then, in the next second, as Carol started moving toward the bar, suddenly single-minded, Jess hissed, Carol, wait a second. But that's the thing about power. It comes with privileges. It comes with responsibilities. And one of those privileges and responsibilities is teaching certain people that no means no. Jess's hand closed over her wrist, tugging. Hey, after the last time, you promised me you'd never get us kicked out of a restaurant again. You won't let me forget that, will you? Carol asked, keeping one eye on Mr. Pushy. And technically, we didn't get kicked out. His hand was still between the girl's shoulders, which were clenched so tight they were up near her ears, as if she was trying to turtle inside her body. After it nearly burned down, we were strongly encouraged never to return to Chez Maurice.